Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our show brought to you by Fast Frame. Fast Frame Knoxville is the website right there. They do fantastic work no matter what it is, no matter how big it is, like this piece right there. That is 4 posters from the inaugural season of the Columbus Blue Jackets, and in the middle there is a ticket from their first ever game. That is a huge piece of work, and that's what they can do at Fast Frame. No matter how big, no matter how small, they do great work. Fast Frame. All right, as we continue to look back at Jim Wogan's 25 years of covering sports in Knoxville, let's turn our attention to the athletic department. You took over when Johnny Majors and Don DeVoe had both been around for about 10, 12 years each. Don't have runs like that now.
No.
They were flush with money, and you had a men's department and a women's department. It's changed a little.
Yeah, it's much more corporate. It's much smaller, more lightweight, a little more streamlined, and it's I'm not sure how to describe this other than to say accessibility is a little bit more difficult. Now, I will say accessibility with the coaches hasn't changed. Still get along with them and can get a hold of them when I need to. But I can literally remember the day calling up Doug Dickey at home. And this is before cell phones were that prevalent and voice machines. And although he did have one. And I'd leave a message and he'd call me back. And I think every era of the media is going to talk about the way it was when, back in the day. And I just think it was, the communication was a little bit more informal, and accessibility was a little, I'm not going to say better, but it was a little bit different.
Did he offer you Shackley products?
He did not. And I'm amazed.
I was told to ask you specifically about that. You gave him a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah. Well, too long a story to get into, but I'm amazed he actually returned my calls after the whole Shackley deal. But
from what he's saying, this is very quickly for you guys. I mean, like 60 seconds for all 3 of you. You look at how it's changed in terms of accessibility. How much of that is a part of the fact that there's now 10 times the media than there was? There was no internet media, and that's just exploded. Do you think that's played a role in these?
Oh, I think it had to, because any person with a phone can show up and be media now. So I think there are all those voices out there, and used to you could just zero in on a Jim or a Bob Kessling or whoever happened to be covering the volunteers from the different stations, and that's all you had. Now you got to deal with all. I look at some of the tape he brings in, and I see all these people. I'm thinking, who are those people?
I was just going to say, in the way it's changed too, is it's more controlled because you can't make a mistake anymore.
Yeah,
that's right.
If you're talking off the cuff
exactly
to somebody
right.
and you say the wrong thing,
It's
that's right.
out there for everyone.
Yes, and it burns down.
Yeah, you also have the expanded coverage within the university. I mean, when you look at what they're doing with their website, they are reporting on their teams as well.
They try to scoop you guys, right?
Oh yeah, they do. I think they view us as competitors. I really do. Yeah.
All right, when we come back, I want to ask you about some funniest, some most amazing, some greatest moments with Jim Wogan and his 25 years of coverage as sports director here at WATE. Come on back on the Sports Source.
Please welcome Jim Wogan.
There we go. Hey, all right. Yeah, I think we're ready for a football game here this weekend, aren't we?
Let's go inside the stadium and check with Jim Wogan.
All right, Clay, thanks a lot. We're still sorting things out here with the players as the Vols go through the post-game celebration and receive the national championship trophy. Hi, everybody. Welcome live to Atlanta, Georgia, site of tomorrow's 35th annual Peach Bowl. Welcome to our Tennessee Tailgate preview show here live from Dallas. Prentice gets to ride the 5K course. We get to stand back and watch a little bit. Getting a cramp under there. Got to find a new place to wait before the show starts.